Some pressures announce themselves loudly: an exam, a deadline, a confrontation. But the pressures that do the most damage are often the quietest ones, the ones that are everywhere, the ones no one thinks to name, the ones that are described as small. For many PDA children, school is not exhausting because of any single demand, it is exhausting because of all of them. Today, I want to talk about micro demands, the thousand invisible pressures of a school life, and why they matter far more than we usually allow ourselves to see. Hello, and welcome back to the William Gomes Podcast. I'm William Gomes, and I'm grateful to have you here. A micro demand is not insignificant, it is simply small enough to be ignored by the people who are not carrying it. Uniforms that feel wrong on the skin, shoes that restrict movement, hair tied a certain way, labels that itch, fabrics that scrape. None of these are lessons, but all of them are demands. Then there are the transitions. Stop what you are doing. Move now. Line up. Wait. Be quiet. Sit still. Stand straight. Eyes forward. Each transition requires a shift of body, attention, and compliance. Each one costs something. Add noise, chairs scraping, voices overlapping, bells ringing, rooms echoing. Add waiting, waiting for instructions, waiting for turns, waiting for permission, waiting without knowing how long. Add social monitoring. Am I doing this right? Am I standing out? Am I about to be corrected? None of these are dramatic, but together they form an environment of constant pressure. For a PDA nervous system, accumulation matters more than intensity. It is not the weight of a single stone that causes collapse. It is carrying stones all day without ever being allowed to put them down. This is why the phrase, "it is only a small thing," is never small. Small to whom? A demand does not measure itself by adult logic. It measures itself by nervous system load. And PDA nervous systems carry load differently. They are already working harder to maintain a sense of autonomy and safety. So when micro demands stack up, capacity drains quietly, often before the first lesson has even begun. This is why some children arrive in the classroom already exhausted. They have dressed in the correct clothes, navigated transport, managed crowds, followed rules, suppressed discomfort, monitored themselves constantly. By the time learning is introduced, the system is already overdrawn. And when that child then cannot sit still, cannot listen, cannot comply, the behavior is judged in isolation. What is missed is the invisible labor that preceded it. Imagine a child called Sam. Sam has not yet opened a book today, but he has already negotiated fabric, noise, movement, proximity, timing, posture, and expectation. His nervous system is tight. When the teacher asks him to focus, something inside him snaps, not because the request is unreasonable, but because there is nothing left to give. This is why reducing background pressure matters more than perfect teaching. You cannot teach effectively in an environment that is constantly draining safety. Learning does not fail because children will not try. It fails because the environment never stop asking. Reducing micro demands does not mean removing all expectations. It means recognizing where pressure is unnecessary, where control is habitual rather than helpful, where rules exist because they always have, not because they serve safety. When background pressure lowers, something remarkable happens. Children last longer, recover faster, resist less, engage more willingly, not because they have been trained, but because they are no longer drowning in invisible demands. This requires a shift in how we think, away from asking how much more a child can tolerate, toward asking how much pressure the environment is creating before learning even begins. Micro demands are not trivial. they are cumulative. And for PDA, children, they often explain everything. Thank you for listening. This is the William Gomes Podcast. Take care of yourselves, stay curious. And if you found this episode helpful, you are very welcome to follow, share, leave a comment, or a rating. I will speak with you again soon.